How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I have for you guys the 96 overall signature series Lou Brock debut. I am going to be putting him out in left field for some viewer games. This card is pretty nice. He's got 117 contact versus right, 97 versus left, and mid power there, 70s and 66. Let's go ahead and get right into the gameplay. I was a little bit worried to use this card in ranked seasons on legend difficulty in left field, just because his fielding really isn't the greatest, even though he does have amazing speed. For this specific gameplay, I will have Ricky Henderson in center field, and Lou Brock will be maintaining left field. I did bench Ichiro in order for this, and he is my favorite player, so that was kind of tough to do. But I did really like Lou Brock in years past. Here, the opponent did get a couple base hits to start this game off. And I've played some of these guys in previous viewer game streams, but each and every time everybody is eligible to play, so gives everybody a fair shot. I try to make it as fair as possible for the games and everything. It's just up to a random generator. But here he has Josh Donaldson up at the plate, and luckily I got a ground ball to third base. I kind of hung that slider over the middle of the plate. I also wanted to try out this Zach Britton from the Orioles Team Affinity. Definitely a good card. I was able to get out of the inning. And here, first at bat with Lou Brock, I did draw a walk there, a 4-pitch walk. He didn't want to throw it into the zone there, but Lou Brock definitely is good on first base there with 99 speed. I didn't try out his stealing or anything. I kept him on first and just wanted to see if I could get something going at the plate. There, Brian McCann, recent pickup, is knocking a base hit through the 4-hole, and Ricky Henderson is going to smack this one. I turned on this fastball inside, middle lane, and hit it dead center pretty much, but left center field gap for a home run. That's going to be a 2-run shot. I was lining out quite a bit in this stream. I mean, here Pablo Sanchez hits it to center field. This one got over his head, but I was hitting the ball pretty hard. The opponent was also hitting the ball hard as well. I got really lucky. Some of the pitches that I did throw over the middle of the plate were hit hard, but they were hit right at my fielder, and some of the pitches that I hit well went over the fielder's head, or whatever the case was, went out for a home run. It just depends on consistently scoring up the ball and trying to get rewarded. It's a little bit tough. These games are played on Hall of Fame difficulty. I do like playing the viewer games on Hall of Fame, but the opponent there had a really good chance to win the game, or at least take the lead, and strikes out there with Gallo with the bases loaded. Next game, Lou Brock in his first at bat hits one up the middle. That was a pretty good pitch from the opponent there. I got on top of it. I thought I was going to get up the middle there as Altuve fielded the ball kind of strange. It went into his glove, but it warped into his glove on my screen. I'm sure on his screen he made the play. I just thought it was going to get up the middle. But in the second inning, Frank Thomas hits a no-doubter. We both had Verlander on the mound. I have the signature series, and this opponent has the live series. Definitely a good card. He's playing up on inside edge, and Robbie is a great player. All of the players that I played in today's stream were great players. I mean, really good games over there. I had a really good chance with Lou Brock and the bases loaded in that situation, but he got me with the fastball up and in. That's a pitch that a lot of people throw to Lou Brock, trying to challenge him up and in, trying to get him to pop up to the infield, and he got me to pop up to the outfield. I didn't get on top of that baseball, but that's a pitch I'm always looking to hit with Lou Brock, and that's why I think I've done well with him in years past, is that people seem to pitch him the same way. This one I thought was a home run with Frank Thomas. He dove out there in left field and makes the play anyway, so we're up by 1. He's down to his last 2 outs. He has Trevor Story up, and he hits a tapper just out in front of home plate. That was kind of a strange camera angle, as Brian McCann does make the play there. Gold fielding for Brian McCann. Solid bat as well. A solid lefty catcher. I think that's going to be kind of a premium this year. I was hoping for a signature series Joe Mauer, but I don't think we're going to get one. Anyway, we have Robbie down to his last out with Bruce Sutter on the mound. Adrian Gonzalez up at the plate. I threw the splitter low in the zone, and I got the strikeout. Now you have Lou Brock facing lefty-lefty in Cole Hamels, and he's going to send one into the gap. That's one thing I did like about hitting with Lou Brock in years past, is that his lefty-lefty stats have been pretty decent, or he always has the vision where you can kind of just bloop one over the infielder's head, and he can get extra bases with that. I mean, that was an easy double. If it was a different park, may have even extended that to a triple in some fields, but anyway, another line out there with Roberto Alomar. At least I was squaring the ball up, and at times I was just missing it there. I just got on top of that one. I was trying my best to swing at pitches that were over the middle of the plate in hitters' counts and try and take until I got a good pitch. Here we got a 2-0 count with Frank Thomas up at the plate and facing Cliff Lee. He throws more of a hanging breaking ball over the outside corner of the plate, and I pulled it. I didn't hit it the other way. If I would have went more with that pitch, I think I could have hit it a little bit harder. I hit it right to his shortstop. Unfortunate that I was just barely off that one. with 125 contact and power, and I just missed it. And now to start this inning off, I gave up a base hit to Chipper Jones, facing his creative player who roped one down the line. The pitch before that, it was just barely foul, probably would have been extra bases, and then I was able to get the pop-up. So a little bit of a swing of events in this inning so far, a couple game-changing plays. And now in the top of the second inning with 2 outs, I smacked that one with Wade Boggs into the gap. I thought it was going to go out, but not quite the right launch angle on that one. It does hit off the top of the wall there for a double. And that's going to bring up Pablo Sanchez. At least I have a chance to knock a base hit and score a run possibly. But that's going to be a line drive right to Tony Gwynn in center field. I didn't really hit that one the greatest. It was off kind of the end of the bat, but it was not going to flare out there in center field. It wasn't going to drop. I was having a tough time getting anything to fall. And the opponent smacks one into the gap with Tony Gwynn, just out of the reach of Ricky Henderson. Even though he has 99 speed and gold fielding, his reactions were not as good as he was in left field. I did notice that he wasn't going to have as much range. I mean, he's about 81 fielder over there with 91 reaction, which is still really good. I wanted to try out that Lou Brock, though. That's the only reason why Ricky's in center. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave Ricky in left and use Lou Brock as a bench bat. But for these specific viewer games, I wanted to lead off Lou Brock and see how he would do for me. And here he is back up at the plate in the top of the third inning, and he's going to smack one into right field. That's going to hang up, and actually Cody Bellinger misses that one, so that was kind of a weird play. I don't really know what caused him to miss that one, but that game ended in a 4th inning. It was 0-0, and we ended up with a friendly quit. Because if we do go into extra innings, I want to keep it to, I want to try and play as many games as possible in the viewer game stream and give everybody as best of a chance as possible to win a game, to play against me. Since there are a lot of people in the live stream and we have a lot of support, then it's only fair for everybody else. I did go ahead and friendly quit in that 4th one. It would have been a great ranked seasons game. It would have been an amazing 9-inning game. So far it was a pitcher's duel. And in this one, a little bit more of an opposite. Alpha is getting something going. Ultimate Saiyan. He has a couple different names over on different platforms, but he is definitely a good player. He's got something cooking here in the 1st inning. He already has 2 runs, and this is a chance at a 3rd run. Luckily, I was able to get the double play. That was a nice throw from Pablo Sanchez. Great transfer from Roberto Alomar to Pablo Sanchez to Frank Thomas, and now I'm going to have to get something going at the plate. There's no time to waste. I mean, a shortened game, 3 innings, down by a couple runs already. I have some speed at the top of my lineup, so I'm looking to try and get a run scored, at least one here, and that might do it. That's going to be a flare into left field. Nick Senzel is playing left, and he did kind of get a weird animation there. He kind of double hesitated or clutched or whatever you want to call it there. Didn't throw the ball in right away, and Lou Brock came around in to score, so that's nice that I was able to score the run. Kind of an unlucky play for Ultimate Saiyan, but that happens. I mean, sometimes you can score on a shallow fly ball depending on the speed and the animation that the opponent gets. It was still an aggressive play, and I was actually going to try and go back if the throw was on line, and he did get one of those like running start throws and everything, but you also have a chance to slip and fall on your way back to third base. Anyway, the opponent also has something cooking in this inning. Ultimate Saiyan is scoring another run here. He knocks one to second base. That is going to be a chopper, but it gets the job done. I also got a weird animation on that one. I was unable to throw him out at the plate. Down to my last out in this one. With Lou Brock up, he rips a single, lefty, giving myself a chance to tie this game up with a home run, and that's going to be sent out to center field. A line drive, and Tony Gwynn tracks it down. I don't really know what else I could have done on that one. I felt like I squared it up, but it was a changeup, I think, and it just didn't get the result I was looking for. I didn't tie up the game. Maybe if I would have power swung, it could have been a home run. It is what it is. Alpha's a good player. Ultimate Saiyan's a good player, so he takes the dub in that one. I did take an L in this viewer game stream, but now we're going up against another opponent here. We're going up against Dodger Game. He's a good player as well. And he started this game off with a base hit up the middle. Definitely some good at-bats from the opponents here in this viewer stream. I mean, I was trying to put together some good at-bats as well. I'm trying to take some pitches with Lou Brock since I am using him as a debut. I'm also using Zach Britton as a debut for this relief pitcher. I mean, he was one of my go-to lefties in this one. Until I get that Billy Wagner, I'm really looking to use Vasquez, Britton, Venters as my primary lefties. I don't know if I'll use 3 of them at once, but that's kind of my game plan. There with Frank Thomas, I did power swing facing a lefty. I tend to do that, and I smacked that one out for a home run. I got it with the barrel of the bat, and that's going to be out to right field, but 1 run is not going to be enough. I mean, I don't think it's going to be enough against Dodger Gaming. He's a great hitter. We've played in the past, and our games have been pretty close games. He definitely hit the ball well. He did say that he hadn't played a game in this MLB The Show 19 in about a week or so. So it was his first game back, but he started out coming out with the bats hot. I mean, he was squaring up the ball. There, I thought that one was going to be hit hard for a base hit. He hit it right to my fielders. It seemed like it was kind of going back and forth. Who was lining out to the outfielders more, and who was squaring up the ball more was going to win, because that was the difference. Whoever got rewarded for squaring it up, and instead of hitting the ball right to people, string together a couple base hits or indeed a home run, as Lou Brock does send a no-doubter out in the next game. I was able to finish that last one off and get the win 1-0. And then Lou Brock with a no-doubter to start the next game off. This will be the last game from this viewer game stream and this gameplay upload. And in this one, we are going up against Santmans, who is a good player. I've also played him in the past. Here he's tying up the game in the top of the second inning with a base hit. And then in the bottom of the third, I'm ripping a base hit with Roberto Alomar. We have a chance to walk this game off. Tony Gwynn is coming up to the plate. I have some good speed on first base. I'm not going to try and steal because I do have one out. I'm not trying to run myself out of the inning, but I am looking to knock a base hit, get him to first, to third maybe. That's going to be sent into the gap. Tony Gwynn has a chance to walk this game off. Roberto Alomar is coming around from third base to score, and that is going to be it. Lou Brock is the player of this game, I'm pretty sure, with the home run. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm College Lefty, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll be using this Lou Brock a lot more. I did like him, but peace out.
It wasn't